Hello, it's Teacher Will, and in today's video, we're going to talk about idioms that begin with the letter O, like open, like Oliver, like opulence. Now, if you don't know what an idiom is, I want you to think about a word or group of words that don't have a literal meaning. So, for example, this is my thumb. If my thumb was green, that's an example of an idiomatic expression, because if your thumb is green, that means, oh, you have some difficulties, there's some illness, there's something the matter. So, idioms that begin with the letter O, and I have 5 idioms for you. Idioms, yes, ladies and gentlemen, they're used in movies, in business. You'll hear idioms in music or even television shows. So, yes, it's important that you learn idioms. Just like you have idioms in your mother tongue, you also have idioms in English. And my suggestion to you is the best way to remember idioms and learning idioms is that there are idioms that you want to be immersed in it, right? Just like you're learning vocabulary, you make those idioms part of your everyday life. So we're going to learn 5 idioms that begin with the letter O. Before we get into the idioms, I'm going to ask, subscribe to the channel. Click on that subscribe button, make a comment, hit like so that when I drop a video, you are made aware of it. With that being said, let's get into our first idiom. Our first idiom that begins with the letter O is off the hook. Now, off the hook has 2 different meanings. One possible meaning can mean something you're extremely happy or excited about something. So for example, oh my God, is this video off the hook? Or the television program and the movie that you just saw. For example, I recently saw Superman. I believe Superman was off the hook. The other meaning of off the hook means is that you escape a difficult situation. Oh my goodness. I had a terrible encounter with my boss. They tried to scandalize my name, but you know what? I got off the hook because I had proper documentation that I did not do anything wrong. So that's off the hook. Our second idiom. Have you ever heard of the idiom off the record? Off the record basically means is that someone tells you something in confidence. They give you information that they want you to use in private. It's an unofficial statement. So for example, I'm going to tell you something off the record. You don't need to speak English like a native. Off the record, you just need to speak English naturally. Off the record. Are you ready for our third idiom? The next idiom beginning with the letter O is off the cuff. That idiom means is that when you speak spontaneously or without hesitation. So, you know what? There was one time I was teaching a class as it relates to verb tenses, right? Present perfect. I had studied English, present continuous. I'm studying English. And then all of a sudden, I spoke off the cuff and talked about, I talked about the value of family. Off the cuff. It's not planned. You just do it, right? Our next idiom is over the moon. You know what? I was over the moon when my students gave a public presentation in front of 500 people. The idiom means you're extremely happy, excited, or exuberant about something. Are you over the moon listening to this video? Are you? Are you over the moon? When is the last time you were over the moon? Perhaps you were over the moon with the birth of a child, getting married, celebrating your success in English. Over the moon. And our final idiom for today's video is on thin ice. Listen. On thin ice is an idiom that basically means is that, hey, you escaped a risky, well, maybe not necessarily escape, but it's a risky or different, let's try that again. On thin ice. Risky or dangerous situation. You know what? Let me say this. If I talk to my mother in a disrespectful way, believe you me, I'm going to be on thin ice. So there you have it, 5 idioms that begin with the letter O, and I'm going to encourage you to figure out whether or not you can use one or all 5 of those idioms. Make it part of your life. Use it, write it, speak it. Because the only way that you're able to remember idioms, just like English, you have to practice it, you have to use it, you have to live it. Live the idiom, become immersed in it. The more you live it, the better the idioms become. So thank you very much for listening to this video. I want you, at the end of the day, to be over the moon as it relates to your business and English journey. Don't be on thin ice when speaking. All right? I'll see you soon. Until then, keep learning. I believe in you, but more importantly, I want you to believe in yourself.